Welcome back. This is Mr. Hassan's Maths channel, and I'm now answering question number 3 from the February-March 2023 Pure Mathematics P1 paper from the 9709 syllabus. And this question tells us about a curve which has equation y equals 1 over 60 times 3x plus 1 all raised to the power of 2. And a point is moving along the curve. That's what we know. A point is moving along the curve. It says find the x coordinate of the point on the curve at which the x and y coordinates are increasing at the same rate. When the x and y coordinates are increasing at the same rate, basically, what we can say is that the gradient is going to be equal to 1. When the x and y are both increasing at the same rate, then you can say the gradient is going to be equal to 1. The gradient is equal to 1. That's where the x and y increase at the same rate. Okay, so we know that when the x and y coordinates increase at the same rate, then that means the gradient is equal to 1. So we want to find the point at which the gradient of this curve is equal to 1. Okay, at the same rate, when dy dx is equal to 1. Okay, so in that case, if you want to find dy dx, we've got to use the chain rule. So you multiply by the power, so you have 2 over 60 times 3x plus 1 to the power of 1, but then you multiply by the 3, the differential was inside the function using the chain rule. So we can say dy dx will therefore give us, that's going to be 6 over 60, which is 1 over 10 times 3x plus 1. So that's the gradient function, and we want to find the value of x when dy dx equals 1. So you have 1 over 10 times 3x plus 1 equals 1. So 3x plus 1 equals 10. 3x equals 10 minus 1, which is 9. Therefore, x equals 9 over 3, which is 3. So we can see here that the gradient of this curve will be equal 1 at the point when x equals 3. And it's when the gradient is equal to 1, that's where the change in y over the change in x will be, the change in y will be the same as the change in x. Okay, remember the gradient is equal to the change in y over the change in x. So if that distance is the same as that distance, then you can say at that point the x coordinates increase at the same rate as the y coordinates. So at the point where the gradient of this curve is equal to 1. All right, so that's the key to understanding this question. It's not a very difficult question, but some students had a problem with understanding how to deal with that. But I hope that's clear now. So that concludes this question. Pretty short, simple question from this paper. Other questions from this paper will be found in the playlist that will appear in this region over here. Other questions from the topic of differentiation from P1 of Cambridge can be found in this playlist over here. You can subscribe to my channel by clicking on this link, and you can watch a video which is linked here, which tells you how to use my channel to find what you're looking for. Thank you for watching, and see you soon.